Hi teachers, this is the April 4th project about the city I always wanted to visit, and this is my video. The place which I always wanted to visit and know is the city of London. London is the capital of England, and London is a cultural place in which you will know about its history, infrastructure, and traditions. So in this video, I will analyze, organize, and inform you what do you need for going to this trip and which places do you have to visit or have the experience of it. The first thing that you have to do to make a plan to a trip is to check if your passport works and your personal information as your ID. If your passport does not work, you have to renew your passport. After you identify your personal information, you have completed the first step. Now you will start to research about the airlines and the hotels that you want to accommodate in London. The airlines, American and British Airways, are the ones that offer a direct flight from Monterey to London. The ticket cost around 19,000 pesos of both airlines. In the other side, the hotel have a variety of places. There are a lot of hotels, but I am going to select the best from you. The hotel Best Western plus Lamplighter Inn cost 2,300 pesos per night. Be sure to confirm your room, and if you find any other hotel that better than this one, you should cancel your room and reserve the new one. After planning all this trip for months, you have to make your suitcase for traveling. To know which appropriate clothes you must wear in London, you need to know the weather of London. In winter, the temperature is around 4 degrees to 9 degrees, so you should wear warm clothes. In the other side, in summer, the temperature is around 16 degrees and 24 degrees. In this case, you should wear cool clothes, but be sure to bring a jacket with you. The day arrived. You have everything ready. So the next step is to arrive to the airport. In these cases, you have to arrive at least 3 hours earlier to the airport to prevent any delays of time if the airport has a problem. You make the check-in, which is the process of check of your things that you have with yourself. After that, you pass to security area and wait until your airplane is ready. You arrive to London. All is amazing, but you have to go to the hotel to confirm and accommodate in your room with your suitcases. In my opinion, you should rest because the flight will be long. The next day, start to think which places do you want to visit. I will recommend you 3 places to visit: the Big Ben, the Tower of London, and the Eye of London. The Big Ben is the nickname of the great bell of the striking clock at the north end of the Palace of Westminster in London, and is usually extended to refer to both the clock and the clock tower. It is located in the street of Westminster, London, SW1A0AA. Then there is the Tower of London, which is a historic castle located in the north bank of the River Thames in central London when the jewellery of the Queen is saved. The ticket to enter the tower is 28 sterling pounds, It is located between the street Catherine's and Wapping. The last place that I'll recommend to you is the Eye of London, better known as Millennium Wheel. Is a cantilevered observation wheel on the south bank of River Thames in London. It is Europe's tallest cantilevered observation wheel, and it is the most popular paid tourist attraction in England. The ticket to enter is 30 sterling pounds. It is located in the Queen's Walk. There is an option, if you want to see an exposition of the movie Shrek, the Crown of the Queen, or the Sea Life in England, and also the travel in the Eye of London, by the amount of 75 sterling pounds. Between the three places are at least 10 minutes away. So now we pass from a touristic way of knowledge to a cultural way of knowledge. London is a cultural country. It has a lot of traditions. So I'm going to say to you some of them to know about the traditions, and if you want to celebrate one of them, you know what is about this tradition. So the first one is the Peter Pan Cup. The second one is the Pearly Kings and Queens Harvest Festival. The third one is the Bankside 12th Night, and the annual ship drive across London Bridge. So I'm going to explain the first one. The Peter Pan Cup is a tradition in which brave people in Christmas, instead of keep warm in their houses, go to the Hyde Park to enter to the cold water in that and celebrate a cup, which is the Peter Pan Cup. The second one is a tradition that it isn't so rare, but it is unique. The second one, Pearly Kings and Queen Harvest Festival, is a way to venerate the Queen and the King in a form of festival in which involves Morris and Maple dancing, marching bands, and a pearly parade. The third tradition that I already said is the ceremony of a traditional beginning of the 12th night celebrations that mark the end of the Christmas period before return to work. So the last one that I thought that is weird, but is just a tradition that have time. It is very old. So the meaning of the tradition is that in the past, ships drives across the London Bridge were common practice, as it was the only way to transport them to the market city. So it is like a tradition in which freemen of London guide their ships through London Bridge in honor of the past. In this new area, I'm going to talk about the traditional food in London. I'm going to talk about three things that characterize London with the food. So I start with fish and chips. They are classic. The next one is the afternoon tea. As we see in the movies, the afternoon tea is real. It is at 6 p.m. if I do not remember wrong. And the people have a cup of tea and enjoy the tea. And the next one is gin and tonic, that is alcohol. The fauna of England is mainly made of small animals and is notable for having a few large mammals. But in similarity with other island nations, They have many bird species. The flora of England is mainly made of 5 natural areas: mountain meadows, peatlands, green meadows, forests, and moors. Some famous people that born in London are Charlie Chaplin, Alfred Hitchcock, Bob Hope, Angela Lansbury, Elizabeth Taylor, John Collins, Anna Wintour, and Daniel Day-Lewis. One weird tradition that only happens in London is to drink coffee in a Victorian toilet at the attendant. This consists, the name says, to drink a coffee in a toilet. That's weird. So this is my video about London. So I hope you like, and see you next week.